With a month to go before the 48th session of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee hosted by Korea this year, attention is increasingly turning to UNESCO's latest inscription recommendations. For more, we turn to our correspondent Jo Young-eun tonight. Welcome back, Young-eun.
Thank you for having me, Tammy.
So, Young-eun, 4 of Korea's tidal flats, Getbol in Korean, have received a recommendation for inscription on UNESCO's World Heritage List. And you recently visited one of the Getbols. Tell us more.
Right, Tammy. 4 additional tidal flats are expected to be added to the country's UNESCO World Heritage List. The Phase 2 nomination seeks to expand the existing list with tidal flats in Seosan, Chungcheongnam-do Province, Goheung, Muan, and Yeosu in Jeollanam-do Province. The 4 sites are considered ecologically important additions to the existing World Heritage Site. Earlier this week, I visited Seosan to take a closer look at what this proposed expansion means and why it matters. When the tide pulls back, vast tidal flats emerge, formed by sediment carried and deposited by tidal currents. This is Garurin Bay in Seosan, located on the western coast of Korea. It is the nation's largest marine protected area and is one of Korea's Getbol, or tidal flats. Several of those tidal flats have been recognized by UNESCO World Heritage, and now Garurin Bay is also looking for UNESCO recognition.
This is Seosan's Getbol, and it is our responsibility to protect it. We are very pleased about the UNESCO nomination and believe it is one way to pass on a clean and healthy marine environment to future generations. Local residents and fishermen are very supportive of the effort.
Local residents say preserving the tidal flats is about more than protecting nature. It is also about preserving a way of life that has sustained generations.
These tidal flats helped us raise our children and make a living. We catch octopus here and sell it. This place is truly a treasure. Even if there's nothing to eat at night, you can come here in the morning and earn enough for dinner.
When UNESCO inscribed 4 of Korea's tidal flats in 2021, it also pointed to an important task ahead, proving the ecological connectivity and integrity of the tidal flat ecosystem.
Migratory waterbirds depend on multiple tidal flats throughout their journey. If the second phase inscription is approved, Korea's tidal flats will be recognized not as isolated sites but as a single, integrated ecological network with outstanding universal value.
The final decision is expected to take place at the 48th session of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee, scheduled to take place in Busan next month. The outcome will mark an important step towards safeguarding Korea's one of the most valuable natural treasures. If approved, the expansion would recognize the ecological connectivity of Korea's tidal flat network, bringing greater international attention to the vital role these habitats play in sustaining global biodiversity.
So, Young-eun, this is an entirely new inscription, rather an effort to expand an already existing inscription. Then what does that mean in practical terms, and what significance would that bring in expanding list?
Right, Dami. The tidal flats were first inscribed in 2021 in recognition of their outstanding ecological value. The original inscription included 4 sites, Seocheon, Gochang, Sinan, and Bosong, Suncheon, which were added to UNESCO's World Heritage List at the 44th session of the World Heritage Committee. The sites were recognized as habitats for more than 2,000 species, including endangered migratory waterbirds that travel along the East Asian Australasian flyway. The nomination also proposes expanding buffer zones around the 4 existing World Heritage sites to better protect key migratory bird habitats.
With the addition of Yeosu and Goheung, the ecological integrity of the southern coastal system can be strengthened. Adding Muan would place the entire bay, which spans both Sinan and Muan, under a unified conservation framework. Most importantly, the inclusion of Seosan extends the property northward, completing the ecological connectivity of Korea's tidal flats along the west coast.
Now, Young-eun, the final decision will be made in the southern port city of Busan next month. The question is, how likely is it that the nomination will be approved?
Given the recommendation from UNESCO's advisory body, expectations are high that the expanded inscription could be approved when the committee convenes in Busan next month. The International Union for Conservation of Nature found that the proposed expansion satisfied the requirements for integrity, protection, and management. The Korea Heritage Service and the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries say they will continue working closely with local communities and the Korean Tidal Flats World Heritage Promotion Team to strengthen conservation efforts.
Thank you for the coverage, Young-eun. Do keep us posted on UNESCO's decision next month.
Certainly. Thank you.